turned it over?
Smart idea stealing this place after we stole it. Well, guess what? We stole it back. Told you they'd turn over the place cultural emotions. Hey,
This unit requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter. A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared. It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds rifts, Commander, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy. That is a correct assessment, Commander. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
Love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's Choice.
Look who it is. Finally back from the field. All hail the securer of the Archive.
Fine work. Keep at it and I'll invite you up to my office for a face-to-face. We've had our people studying the personality you left the Archive with. I must say, it has an interesting perspective. Its whole people first bit I don't completely agree with, but I suppose it's good for public relations. Guess you're all in with us now. The Order are dead to you. Or, more specifically, they want you dead, that is. Anyhow, onward and upward to the next piece of business.
With the Archive again in our gainful control and our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan well underway, it is time for the next démarche. Clarify brand identity.
A peculiar group of brand loyalists are attempting to rebuild the name recognition of Space's Choice, and they're causing us a goodly bit of difficulty. We must eliminate all unauthorized use of our marks and labels, and ensure no other former rivals feel compelled to betray our merger. The retirement of their brand is wholly necessary, I assure you.
They have their own ship. They have their own supplies. They could have run or just hid, and we'd never need cross paths again. Instead, they chose to cause trouble.
They signed their own death warrants the moment they crossed ante. Just took a while for the bullet to get there. Because, you still need to actually fire it.
Either you can do it and further advance yourself in my esteem, or we'll hire someone else, and you can return to a life of unlucrative obscurity. These holdouts have taken refuge in a hard rock mine dug into an asteroid called Broken Knees. I leave dealing with them entirely to your discretion. My only concern is that they are dealt with permanently.
We possess an informant among their rank, one of their guards, who grew tired of their empty charlatanry and sold them out for a tidy sum.
Our informant will meet you at the landing pad at Broken Knees. He'll provide you all the details when you arrive. All right, you have tasks to perform. Best be off. See that you do. When it's complete and you return, come up to my office. It's about time we had a face-to-face. Thrive, sir.
You gonna come talk to me? I've got something important to tell you. When Auntie said they were dispatching a troubleshooter to manage this Spacer's Choice issue, I set my expectations low. But you, impressive. If Auntie has faith in your grit, gumption, and general ability to go healed into outrageous odds, you are very welcome. So, I'm Luttrell, and in case you were inadequately memorandized, I'm the reason you're here. I foolishly got wrangled into this insanity, and you're my only way out of it. Well, the short version starts in a shit system called Tau Ceti. Being assigned there was abominable. Just utterly miserable. And what's worse, a literal career dead end. When the anti-merger began, a junior exec named Ray convinced us we could leverage the opportunity. We'd use Anti to get to Arcadia, then secretly establish Spacer's Choice. What could look better to the company than sneaking away from Anti and establishing our brand in a new system on our own initiative? The galaxy would be our Tartarus sauce. Because we had no choice. Arcadia has not been the hotbed of commerce we were expecting. Trying to convert these simpleton zealots from their king or calculus cult has been insane. Without more workers, we can't even compete, much less take territory. But we're barely surviving on this damn rock as is. I can't imagine what'll happen if new folks come join. So, that's it. I'm done. I want to way back to being gently gouged by good choices, even if it means returning to Anti's fold. It is the only sound strategy. I have nothing brilliant to tell you. If you stay on the central mine shaft, you'll meet pretty much everyone along the way, though I wouldn't expect any of them to be friendly. Ray's office is at the end of the shaft, and he'll be surrounded by his anti-disgruntification troubleshooters. So, enjoy dealing with all that. This is me helping you. I may be part of the security sodality, but I'm not some kind of elite hostile raider, like you're supposed to be. As soon as you cause a big enough distraction, I'm heading for the hangar and strategically acquiring a ship that will get me to the undisputed claim and back to civilized life.
Attention employees, this is William Ray. There's been some commotion at landing pad 3. Please be mindful of any trouble arising and report it to your supervisor.
hostiles nearby.
Like a disruptive innovation that arrives without fanfare or pre-release marketing blitz, we seem to have a new competitor in our campaign of commercial combat. You are the poisoned saber of that abominable Raptidon in chiffon, come to neutralize the competition and summarily execute the most ruthless of anti-competitive practices. Am I correct to assume that the beheadings will continue until my moonish visage sits alongside the others on her ghoulish table? Oh, so you're no anti-simpleton. You're a proper initiate of our capitalistic system. Given the alternatives, I am more than happy to negotiate. I'm sorry, come again? What in law's name makes you think Auntie would accept our surrender? You might be onto something. Nobody of my status would dare oversee a revolt this grandiose. It must have been someone else. She will? I mean, certainly she will. Auntie's choice demands absolute loyalty from its employees. Who would I have been to refuse a direct order from a senior executive? All right, I'll do it. We'll get all of our woolly curds in order and then report back to the undisputed claim. Once she hears our tale, she'll accept us back for sure. Thank you for resolving this without further violence, friend. I hope sparing our lives doesn't cut into your bottom line.
That certainly puts the mess back on Tau Ceti into perspective. If this is what's left of Spacer's choice, they never stood a chance against it.
possible version of the universe in which I'd missed Tau Ceti. It was miserable there in ways that are, frankly, hard to quantify. It always felt to me like the terraforming just hadn't stuck right. Like they'd gotten some kind of key provision of the humanification wrong. The whole system felt that way. I would have done absolutely anything to get me and my people out of there. So I've got no regrets about pretending to hitch our fortunes to Auntie. That was a piece of pudding, but claiming this asteroid, that may be another matter. I might have traded on a weak position by leaving Auntie so early. If I'd waited a bit, maybe I'd have found us nicer digs. If I don't figure out a way to change our fortunes, my people may be looking to hitch themselves to their own version of Auntie and leave me like Tau Ceti.
Took what nature heedlessly assembled and thusly rebettered it through artificial means.
Product refinement have fresh orders. What's next on my agenda?
Our contractor's back from broken knees. You requested a brief tete-a-tete.
Ah, there you are. Our fresh-faced new go-getter. We meet in the flesh at last. Your work is simply outstanding, ingenious, innovatory. Keep it up, you'll be going places. You don't seem much put off by my appearance. Good. I have no stomach for those with no stomach regarding me having no stomach. It is, however, something of a brand secret reserved for only the most trusted confidants. And covered in detail buried within the confidentiality clause you agreed to on arrival. I trust this presents no concerns for you, yes?
Well, ain't meaning no disrespect, it's just everyone was saying that you were focused on a product launch or avoiding assassination attempts. That's why you weren't seen in public.
Poor dear, believing that erroneous drivel. You do know I have a reputation to maintain. I can't let every rung leech know my condition and open the door for plotting. I ask again, do you have any problems with the previously mentioned stipulations? Fortunately, when you're the head of an advanced medical technology corporation, you become first in line for any experimental life-preserving procedures. As far as what happened, I was the victim of an unfortunate industrial accident shortly after we arrived here, the details of which are less salient than the details of what comes next.
Not exactly. Well, exactly. But not in the way you think. We have a mission for you that is vital to Auntie's Choice's survival.
We've uncovered an opportunity to procure me a new, audaciously improved replacement body. There was a past proposal to utilize graphs, but once I saw what happened to those misfortunates in the experiment, like your hanger-on here, the idea was promptly abandoned.
Wait. Are you saying that the grafting program was only started up to help you with your condition? And was shuttered because it couldn't?
Yes, keep up, dear. You think we would have invested money in such a risky procedure for gains on the battlefield? Well, that's what bombs are for.
That means your scientists lied to us, and our suffering didn't mean anything at all. Is that right? Me and mine were just lab sprats to you this whole time?
This is what you signed up for. Tell me, did you also believe that we came here to solely liberate Arcadia and not for its resources? Oh, you did. How sad. I'll have you know, we at Auntie's Choice are far from blood simple. Where's the profit in killing all your enemies when you can co-opt and sell goods to them later? Tut-tut. No, to find me the perfect body, you'll be assailing an inappreciably populated automated automech factory over on Praetor. Not just any automechanical, something much, much more exciting. That facility was designed to build complex automechs, a natural choice when the Protectorate began experimenting with a proxy body for the original Sovereign. It was the last in a long line of his ill-fated life extension experiments. Work halted when he died, and the torso prosthesis they developed has been locked in the lab ever since. Make it mine.
There's a sub-facility beneath the automech factory. Its entrance, being hidden, is easy to miss, but we can show you how to find it.
Well then, fetch me my new body and we can finally begin bringing this system to heel.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations. Fairly stands in
I'll be able to leave this office. You're back! Finally! Finally! Do you have it? Did you bring it here? A last-minute shakedown, is it? I knew I liked you. Yes, of course. Fine, fine. Oh, let me see it. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me look at you, gorgeous. If you'll all just excuse me a moment as I slip into something more formidable.
There you are. Congratulations. Now your body's almost as intimidating as your mind. You've narrowed the gap quite a bit.
Oh, Auntie, you look amazing. Absolutely everyone will want a new mech body after watching you strut the walk.
What about you? What do you think? Any first impressions you'd like to share? Wonderful! Exactly the effect I was hoping for. What's more, it's an undeniable confirmation that the Archive-derived strategic plan can be reliably executed and produces incredible results.
Astutely observed, Auntie. Irrefutable at this point.
Stupendous! Pursuing data-driven results has been my mantra since my first day at Auntie Cleo's.
Next point of business. It's high time. There's no profit in or angle to gain from putting it off further. We need to deal with the Order. Why, the market penetration strategy devised by their computronic doodad even supports this. Certainly they must see it coming. Its final point states as follows. Combine resources and know-how with the Order of the Ascendant to maximize collective reach and effectiveness. Oh, my tender-footed junior associate. I suppose I do. A merger, following a swift and decisive change in management, executed by you. It's the presiding bishop, Ruth Bassar. She simply must go. All those scientists will swiftly fall in line like annoying little overachieving school children once you've rendered her decedent.
Yes, well, I don't know if that's exactly what the monopolistic mercantile methodology plan meant by that step.
Now that's the Auntie I know. Ruthless, voracious, inspiring.
Like all Order predictions, a certain amount of reinterpretation is necessary. A bit of reading betwixt the lines to suss out intent and formulate the practical steps that follow. So while the measure may state that we should combine resources with the Order, I recognize how clearing a path to do so is needed. Now, assuming you're done asking me to explain myself, are we agreed?
Commander, you had to know what all this was leading up to. Auntie ain't gonna suffer a rival of the highest order. You do this, you win her trust for life. But this'll destabilize the colony, make things worse before they get better. So if you walk this path, you best be all in, 'cause there ain't no takebacks.
You know me, Commander, I'm always up for some good killing, but doing it to help some sort of corporate consolidation leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Expected more from you. But fine. Go off. Mull it over more if you must. Return once you've found your spine. You're back. I take it you're ready to kill Ruth Bassar, then. Knew you'd be on board. I do so admire the cut of your jib.
Bassar's at Laplace's garden, the Order headquarters on Cloister. Our forces will meet you there. Help you wipe the chalkboard of any eggheads you encounter there.
And remember to stand proud, Ameliorator. You not only represent Auntie's choice, but are forging a path towards making a more meritorious, self-determinativist universe for us all.
remember, commercialism is the foundation that Andy's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship this, but because of the system's flawed efficacy while the protector designed
There you are. My field manager informed me about Bazaar. Oh, tasty bit of service. Very efficient. Take it she didn't give you too much trouble. Ah, you leave the big picture thinking to me, dear. Some are more doers than thinkers. No shame in not being both. You've proven yourself quite capable personnel.
Well, now we can get to work consolidating order talent into Auntie's Choice. Once integrated, they will maximize our creative synergy and innovate our marketing strategies.
And my department would begin systematically raiding each and every one of their laboratories for proprietary technologies, weapons, food products, medicines, and more.
Yes, so much to do. And we have you to thank for making it happen. Here's the least I can offer to retain you. Soon, when there's no competition at all, you'll earn far less. Will you two leave us? I have matters I'd like to discuss with our new colleague alone.
Yes? I mean, certainly, Auntie. It would be our pleasure to leave you alone to discuss vital corporate matters with this mere contract employee.
Certainly, Auntie. But when should we expect to hear about the promotion? Which of us you've chosen?
The promotion? Ah, yes. The two of you are the best our humble little meritocracy has produced, aren't you? I'd hoped it might create someone a bit more inventive. Someone adaptable, dynamic, unexpected. Not simple corporate creatures. No, through this entire affair, only one of you surprised me. Only one of you has shown yourself capable of being my right hand. You. You two can go. Turn in your credentials at reception. The contents of your desk are waiting for you there, accruing charges for storage. You're fired. Huh. Thought they'd never leave. Oh, do grow up. People come, people go. The line between hired and fired and dead is indistinct at best. Let's get down to brass tacks. Between your actions and my know-how, Auntie's Choice is well situated to move forward with reintroducing ourselves to the rest of the galaxy. Once this pesky rift business is concluded anyhow. I'd expected the order to clear that mess up, so I suppose it falls to you now. But I'm thinking ahead, feeling ruminative about choices that lie ahead for charting our company's future. I could use a fresh perspective from my new second-in-command. Who knows? A canny operator like you may even change my mind from time to time. What do you say? You in? It began as a marketing angle, sure. Some novel branding to differentiate ourselves from the old corporations. Then I realized I was onto something. A cutthroat meritocracy was the perfect way to ready humanity for anything the universe threw at it, to make everyone more capable, more like me. Admit I now question that a little. I'd thought I wanted someone unafraid to get their hands dirty, potentially with a flawed penchant for incorrectly mixing business and tossball metaphors. But then you came along. Now tell me, are you ready to sign on the dotted line, be my right hand, or do you have more questions? Wonderful. As I said, recent events have led me to contemplate our direction. As an astute inside observer, how much of a pivot is warranted, if any? Ah, good point. Well taken. Auntie's Choice should subsume them all and incorporate their learnings. Maybe promote up a few from their ranks as a show of feigned solidarity, yes? Your singular brand of compassionlessness will certainly come in handy around here. I can tell already. That's plenty for me to think about. For now, your main responsibility in your new role is to solve that pesky rift problem. We'll chat more once that little job is complete.